仮面ライダークライマックスファイターズ。
Okie dokie, I think that's it. Martians. Did anybody here? Sorry I'm late. I had some stuff going on. I'll let the intro play again while I kind of talk about this real quick. Shit ran late. That's the basic gist of it. And I'm kind of surprised for the first time in a long time. I'm the only one in here. I had several people ask me, "Hey, are you streaming tonight?" Like, even though I tweeted and put on Facebook that I was going to be late. I guess people just assume I'm not going to be here then. So, well, that's just fine. If nobody shows up, at least we'll get this done tonight. I guess Discord's having some weird issues too. So, I don't know. If anybody even notices that I'm streaming tonight, we'll see. But, yeah, I'll push any button and we'll get this started. Okay, alright. Let's go back to missions.
Yo, buddy, what's good?
Hey, what's going on, Doom?
Not much. Saw that you were streaming. Like typical Thursday shit.
Yeah, I'm a little late today, but shit went late. That's basically it.
Feel ya, homie. I feel ya. So you finally killing off Kamen Rider tonight in the best way possible?
Hoping so. I've got a bunch of hards I've got to beat, so we'll see what happens. It's, so what's good? What's good, my dude?
Oh, I just got my album idea, or not my album, my EP cleared today. It's called Real Music.
Real Music, eh?
Yes. It started yesterday when I wrote a song about my job that was actually like low-key pretty rad and doesn't bury the company. Like my boss thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, wow, you've really made this something like that like hurts so much because it's so painfully accurate. And then I wrote a song today about being fat and how I should go on a diet, and that was pretty fucking rad too. But it's like really tongue-in-cheek, and I showed it to a friend of mine. He's like, wow, you're really mean to yourself about your weight. I'm like, yeah, a little bit.
Self-deprecation.
Hold on, I have the lyrics. I'll share a couple of them with you. They're pretty good.
Alright, I'm live, by the way. If you're cool with sharing those with the followers.
It's just called Fyat, like F-Y-A-T.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's just like a dumb internet way to say fat. Like, I'm fat. I'm fat.
You fat?
Yeah.
If you're fat, am I obese?
Maybe. Oh, bring in the obese, baby. Crank up the obese.
The obese.
I think I'm going to start that at the beginning of the song.
Yo, crank up the obese.
Cankles on deck, chin's looking like a deck of cards, waddle to the oxygen, need it while I'm spitting bars.
That's kind of on the nose.
Where's another good one? Feel like a manatee or another blubber-hoarding mammal, elephant, or hippopotamus, just to give a few examples. Dude, the fucking hook to this is so funny because, you know those classic nerds? I don't know if they had those in Canada, but I'm assuming they did because they're global. But remember, like, Georgie Porgy and, like, Old Mother Hubbard?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You never read those old nursery rhymes, like Old Mother Hubbard went to her, or Old Mother Hubbard went to her cupboard?
We have Little Miss Muffet.
Yeah, it's like in that vein. And like Georgie Porgy Puddin' Pie kissed the girls and made them cry.
What the fuck is Georgie Porgy?
Dude, it's, I don't know, dude, it's like
Did
an
Georgie
old
Porgy have an orgy?
No, it's another Mother Goose thing. Like, it's probably one of the the lesser ones, but the hook is basically it's like Georgie Porgy eats a pudding pie, kitchen caught fire from some chicken he fried, couldn't fit out the door, so he lost his life, and now he's in a casket and it's double wide.
Oh, God.
Old Mother Hubbard had nothing to eat for supper because Georgie broke in and stole all the food from the cupboard. Probably would have made it if he laid off the butter because she laughed as they pulled his burned body from the rubble. That's the hook. It's just like tongue-in-cheek and goofy. I'm really excited for it. It's gonna be like 5 tracks. It's just called Real Music. Like, instead of rapping about being a cool rapper guy, I'm gonna rap about the real shit in my life.
I mean, there's nothing more real than being real. Damn it.
You getting your ass handed to you, bruh?
That was a close one, actually.
Ooh, I see that you lose. It's alright, let's regroup, man. Believe in the me that believes in the you that believes in the writer.
You know what's funny? Glass Reflection, he's like one of those Annie-tubers, but he's from, like, my neck of the woods, like, Ontario area. I've met him a few times, too. Pretty cool dude. He did a video on the, I didn't even know this, that there were multiple dubs of Gurren Lagann. I mean, I knew there was a Animax one, because Animax fucking dubs everything. But
who did the dub that we all know?
Bang Zoom did that one.
That's right. That's the one I have on the DVD.
Mm-hmm. So before Bang Zoom had the rights, ADV had the rights. You know,
that was the one that was like from the 90s, right? Or was that the one earlier?
Well, Gurren Lagann did come out in the 90s.
When did it come out?
2007.
Okay, I didn't know that. I only started watching in 2010, so
there's a very obvious difference between 90s anime and anime that came out in the 2000s.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like it could be a throwback. Like, it looks slightly better. Well, not slightly. It looks a lot better than like Dragon Ball Z and like GT. And but like a lot of it's got that really like 90s feel to it. And I think that's part of the charm of it too. Is that it's kind of like...
So ADV had the dub rights, and a lot of the dub casts were from Evangelion, which was also another Climax show that ADV ended up dubbing. So the original voice of Asuka from Evangelion was the first voice for same person who played voice Yoko, and it actually fits kind of well. I was listening to some of the clips and I'm like, holy fuck, this actually would have worked.
I might have to give a listen to that because I would actually be very interested to see what the fuck is up with that.
If you just look up Gurren Lagann ADV dub, they only dubbed like 4 episodes because they were doing it by DVD release. They weren't ever planning to air it on TV. It's actually like really interesting to hear some like voices from like actors that like you don't typically hear that much from anymore, unfortunately.
Who was the main voice cast in the good dub? It was like Kyle A. Bear was... No, wait, was it?
Kyle A. Bear was Kamina, yeah.
That's right, he was Kamina. Who the fuck else was in that cast? I'm drawing a fucking blank. I need to rewatch that fucking show. I haven't watched... I swear it's been like... I think 20... Actually, no, the last time I watched it, I was deployed. I was watching with some buddies of mine because they had no idea what the fuck it was, and a bunch of us found out, like, hey, we all like different Japanese style of cartoon. and no one had ever seen Gurren Lagann, and I was like, yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. But it was just interesting. Like, I watched that this morning before I went to work, and I was like, I did not know it had so many dubs. And the funny thing is, like Animax, I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure they had one because, again, they dub everything. For anybody who doesn't know what Animax is, they're basically a dubbing company in Singapore, and they dub a lot of anime and TV shows into English for Asian audiences. So, like, there's even Kamen Rider dubs that they've done. They're not good, but they've done them. In fact, the way I watched Kabuto for the first time was in English, and it was the script was kind of awkward. There were lines in it like so the main guy is like he's full of himself, and he prides himself on everything he does, and he cooks breakfast for his sister every morning, and in the and the way they thought of the conversation they came up in the dub was, she goes, and the sister has a very annoying voice, by the way. She goes, "It's so yummy," and his response is, "Yeah, it's better than Captain Crunch."
Why would they do that?
And there's clips on YouTube. I remember when I first watched the dub, the voice they got for the secondary rider, Gatak, or the character's name is Kogami. They gave him like the nasally, like most like nerdy voice they could think of. Yeah, and like he's not like that in the show at all. But like his voice cracks all the time too. Like when I was listening to it, there's one of the big first lines in the first episode he has is, "I'm gonna take all you worms down, all of you." I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, here's something weird I just found out while looking at the Gurren Lagann Wikipedia. Stan's catchphrase in the South Park game, "The Fractured Butthole," is apparently from Gurren Lagann.
I would not be surprised.
Now I'm actually really curious what it is.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Probably the "believe in the me that believes in the you" or something like that.
They're big fucking nerds.
I mean, you could tell that, like, they did the, like, even before they did the World of Warcraft episode, they were doing the, they did, like, the all-anime episode, which is just, like, fun thing about that, a buddy of mine showed me this. A lot of the, character designs in the anime episode, were just, like, fucking tracings of old Street Fighter art.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think it's Kyle has a direct rip-off stance in that from like an old Ryu.
Damn. I guess they weren't kidding when they said these were hard. It's the third time I've lost.
All right, let's regroup. Let's take a big deep breath. I'm in your corner for this one. I'm gonna be your fighty manager guy. I don't know what they're called in boxing.
All right, Mac, you gotta get in there. Have a candy bar.
Come on, Mac, you gotta get in there.
Streaming now?
Yep.
Join Club Nintendo today, Mac.
Here, have a candy bar.
Is it a Snickers? It better be a Snickers.
No, I've only been streaming for like 15 minutes.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe.
Oh, y'all are late.
I started late. It's funny because I was saying before the stream, I had 3 or 4 people ask me, "Hey, are you streaming tonight?" And I'm like, no one reads my social media.
I did.
I tell people. I tell people
Twitter,
on
and
there.
I was like, oh, I guess
I
you're
tell people
starting
on
late.
there, if you want updates, follow me on social media. And like 3 or 4 people were like, "So you streaming?" I'm like, why did I even bother?
I had to show up for my contractually obligated stream and go see my family again. So
Contractually obligated.
yeah, now Zero will let me go home this weekend and see my family.
Oh my god, are you chained in his basement?
No, I'm in his weird camp.
I have a camp. This is the first I'm hearing of this.
Zero, the point of improv isn't to shut somebody down.
But it's fun.
He doesn't love improv. He hates everything. Oh wait, you're not blind. I get it.
And
He's just a
Oni,
pig.
you get angry at everything, so we're.
Oni, you do get angry at everything. In fact,
my God.
see, he's doing it.
You must think I wake up pissed off.
Yes.
Oh, I finally landed the. Nice. Did that kill him? What? He's still alive? Come on.
The only time I remember calm is when I go to sleep.
I don't even believe that's true. I do like this guy's, like, you know when he starts glowing green? I like the fucking animation for the stuff he does, like that drill thing that he was doing.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Okay, so the writer I'm playing as X8.
Wait, are you?
He's the video.
Oh, you're
game
red
writer.
guy. Okay.
Yeah, he's the video game writer. And his ultimate form, Hyper Mutepi, is basically a game shark. Or a
And he's got like the dreads. It looked like.
Yeah, he can like basically his ability lets him like hack, access cheat codes and stuff. Because like there's this when he gets they introduce this villain late on in the series who can basically Zeromaster as much as he wants, and that's like stop time for as long as he wants. And then they're like, well, how do we beat him? And he's like, and then one of the game designers is like, we're gonna cheat. He's like, what? We're gonna cheat.
You heard it here first, folks.
So
Kamen Rider supports cheating.
so what happened was the one time he stopped time, they tried it out, but one guy could only make it work for 10 seconds, where he couldn't stop time or whatever, and then it stopped working. So they gave it to the other guy, and he's like, "Oh no, you don't." He stops time, and then, as he just puts the cartridge into his belt, because the belt's a video game console essentially, and the pieces are cartridges. That's how deep lore they go in their video games. He puts it in, and it's like he stops time. He's like, "Oh no, you didn't." He's like, "There, I stopped time." It's like, "Nope, cheat device." And then he's like,
gotcha, bitch.
And then he's like, "Why can I not stop time?" It's like, because I'm cheating. Deal with it.
Just remember, folks, if things aren't going your way, always cheat.
I haven't had a lot of time with X8, so that could be part of the reason why.
Because you're on hard mode, bruh.
Also got a perfect on him just there a second ago. He just moved. Damn it. Also, I found X8's cooldowns are huge if he doesn't die.
That's the guy you're fighting, right?
That's the guy I am. X8.
Okay.
The guy I'm fighting is Deno. He's the comedy series that has to deal with ghosts that can time travel with a train.
Oh, pet a ghost.
I feel like that's always a weird turn when things like this like go like Power Rangers and Mystic Force and shit.
That wasn't even
they had
a weird one.
that's the one where they had wands and shit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was weird to me.
Oh, it's the magic one, which is hilarious because the show that's always been about technology and shit goes magic. But you know, that's what the Sentai did, so they really didn't have much of a choice.
I mean, it's all fucking magic, realistically. It's alien magic. Yeah, I really like this form. Oh, wait, did he counter that?
No, he dodged it.
They went. You both are green now at the same time.
I made my ultimate form last longer than his.
I believe in you. You got this.
How did he dodge that? That was
It also sucks that I can't see your health bar on the stream.
Oh, you can't?
No, it's a little too high. Like, I can't see the timer.
Got him.
Got him.
Boom, bitch.
Got him.
Get out
Game
the
clear.
way.
Well, not
Like
quite.
my boy Ludacris Bridges would say.
Let me actually see. Did I? No, it's 50 screen.
I know, and I'm looking at it on my end. I can't see the timer. Looks like you got to move it down like an inch.
That's weird. It's fitting the screen, it looks like. So I move it down. Yeah, it's fitting. I don't know what it is then. Oh well.
You for the sake of a joke. Don't answer that. This is the first time I'm being serious and not for the sake of a joke.
Okay, so I gotta beat that one. I gotta beat this one. Okay, 2 and 1 detective. Okay. So let's see what this level's all about.
Hidari, Shutaro, and Philip.
Wow, those names are just a juxtaposition right there.
Actor Liam Neeson used to be a teacher. Huh, didn't even know that.
Shutaro.
See, what's funny is Double and Build both use, like, they use 2 things at once, but Double is 2 people combined into one, where Build is just like, I'm a scientist.
Which one is which?
Okay, so Double is the Cyclone Joker.
All right, I know what that is because of Chris Chan.
I know what that is!
I clap! Maybe
By the way,
Oh, there are millions
congratulations
of
to Red Letter Media for hitting 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, that video is fucking hilarious.
A
Like, they're
million
hyping them,
subscribers,
like-
they all just, like, fucking leave.
They're like, who gives a shit? I want them to bring back the podcast thing that they did.
Oh, the fucking... Did they do...
I-
They only did, like, 1 or 2 episodes of that, didn't they?
They did like 8 of those. What are you
Did
talking
they?
about?
I gotta find
I
them.
want to call it the. I don't know why I want to call it the noise cast or the noise. It's not what it is.
You cut out there. What'd you say?
I don't know why I want to call it the Noise Boys podcast, but it's something like that. Hold on.
It's the Geek Cast or something. I think they called it.
Red.
And because I've seen the clip of them opening up the actual crate with the Ghostbusters toy with the Star Wars sticker on it.
Oh, the Nerd Crew.
The Nerd Crew. That's what it is. Oh,
Very
fuck,
cool.
It's 2
Very
versus
cool.
1. This is not fair. Well, maybe I'll be able to cheese it.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very
Oh,
cool,
what a-
Kanye.
No, that's what they always say in the Nerd Crew. They're like, we've just found out that that they are going to be making another Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Very cool. Yes, very cool.
Wow, this is kind of difficult to do against 1.
Okay, so Build is the one I like.
Build's the one I'm playing as right now.
Aesthetic with the one purple side of his eye and shit and the splash art.
Yeah, the blue and red. Yeah, he's actually his series is pretty good. It's like the RPM of the Kamen franchise, in my opinion.
Ah, so then maybe I won't like it at all.
I don't know.
I'm always confused on which Power Rangers is what now.
RPM is the post-apocalyptic one.
Everything after Lost Galaxy gets confusing to me.
RPM's actually really good. It's like where they tried to play it for an older audience, and then it actually ended up turning out pretty good.
What is it? So it goes Mighty Morphin,
It goes Mighty Morphin. There's 3 seasons of that.
and then there's the weird like half season with the Aquata Rangers.
Yeah.
Not even half a season. It was more...
There's like
It's like a
5
mini
episodes.
series.
Yeah, it's
5
like
episodes.
classified in its own thing. And then you get the Zeo weird movie thing that I think is just episodes.
No, it's just Zeo.
I'm just basing this off of a very old tape I had when I was a kid.
No,
and
no,
I-
no, no, no. It was just Zeo. Zeo.
Right, but it's like the lead up to Zeo. It was like I think it was like a 2-hour video that I had.
Oh wait a minute! I thought, no.
Oh wow, that was easier than the last fight.
Yeah.
It was like a preview of Zeo when they were doing reruns of the original Power Rangers.
Yeah, it's like the cross. Like there's. So I'm basing this off of like actual shit that I can like Like, it might not be an actual season, but I'm just going through the timeline as we saw it here in America. So
Okay,
you've
and then
so-
Zeo.
Yeah, so it's the wolf morph into
Wait,
Zeo.
dude, you're cutting out again.
Discord's having some issues, so
Yeah, so they do the thing where,
Yeah.
like...
Okay.
yeah. So
Zeo.
Zeo, and then after that it's Turbo with the main cast until 25 episodes, and they switch. to
Back
main
it
cast.
up, back it up, back it up, back it up, back it
You're-
up.
Then there's the movie before that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
technically
that was-
supposed
that
to
was-
take
Yeah, the
place.
movie
Turbo.
was before.
The Turbo movie before the series, and then 25 because Rocky out as the Blue Ranger, and then had Justin as the Blue Ranger, and then you had the series with the 25 episodes where the rest of the main cast
Said what? You cut out.
Where the kid, like, thought everybody was a robot, and then everybody ended up being robots. Do you remember? You remember that in Turbo?
Fuck.
I don't give a
So
shit.
and then
Anyway,
there's In
last-
Space, which
no,
is
the
no, go
most
back, go back, go back, go back, go
underrated.
back,
Okay,
go
we're not
back,
going to
go
talk
back.
about the entire plot, Oni.
No.
I was just gonna say the last 25 episodes of Turbo that led to space.
Yeah.
I mean, I
There's
think that would be
Space.
included. The only reason I was including the Mighty Morph into Zeo is because it felt like a different thing when it was in between. It felt like a negative
Yeah.
area.
And then
then
in space,
and
where
then In
Zordon
Space is
The
don't
best
spoil
one,
it, don't
in my
spoil it
opinion.
for people who haven't
Spoilers.
seen
I don't give a shit.
it. No, I give a shit. All right, I'm
Zero,
muting
you've mentioned this on it. You've mentioned that same plot point on a separate stream.
I just want to
before.
mute Oni.
I'm just being funny.
I'm sure
He's
he's
always
screaming his
angry.
head off.
Remember, guys.
I'm sure he's screaming
That-
his head off right now.
It's his character arc. He's always angry. So after In Space, it's
After In Space ends the Zordon era, and then after that's Lost Galaxy, which has the best theme song.
Thank you for finally agreeing with me.
I always said that.
Wait, who did? Never mind. It doesn't matter who disagrees with me. Besides the OG Mighty Morphin, Lost Galaxy's fucking bumps.
Okay, I will give you that.
Dude, if Dragon Force could cover that, that would be fucking sick.
Oh shit! Now you give me ideas. Now, somebody get a hold of Dragon Force. Now we're definitely Lost Galaxy.
There is some metal covers on
Dude,
YouTube
honey, do we look
that are
like we have
fucking
the
fantastic.
number?
I'll find a way.
And then what?
So
What
so,
happened after Lost
so after
Galaxy?
Lost Galaxy, which they did only really because
I know what it is. Lightspeed Rescue.
yeah, they did Lightspeed Rescue.
All right, so this is official. Real quick, this is officially when I stopped watching after Lightspeed Rescue, because that's the one with the Chrome Ranger and the dope Scorpion arc,
Yeah.
and the big bad guy was a big gold motherfucker, and then it was his dope looking kid.
And Carter motherfucking Grayson.
Yes.
Yeah, Carter Grayson was fan. I always like.
Look at hell. Look at hell. He didn't give two shits. He'll run down without a sword. Just to be a badass.
He just goes with it. He'll go guns blazing with like a giant. And then after that was what many people consider the best in the franchise, Time Force. Though I don't feel the same.
Time Force was the one with the Weird Owl thing, right?
Yeah, and
I didn't like Time Force. That's probably why I only watched like 3 episodes and then stopped watching Power Rangers.
and then that's around the time when Disney's acquisition of Power Rangers happened. So what they did is they were going to make they were just going to put it back into syndication. But what they did, so what they originally were going to do is they were going to make the last season, the 10th anniversary season, with Wild Force, which is a fairly good show. Also,
I've heard good things about Wild Force.
It is a little kiddie in some spots, but I mean it's still a solid show.
I don't like Jungle Boy. That's my opinion on that.
So, and then after that,
That's Wild Force. That's Wild Force.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
after that, they were like, "Hey, we can continue the show and save money by filming it in New Zealand." So,
Hold on, you cut out there. All I heard is, "Hey, let's New Zealand."
okay, so they what happened was Disney decided, "Hey, we can keep the show going if we film it in New Zealand because it's cheaper to film there." So that's when Ninja Storm started, and that's essentially the start of Disney's era at the time.
Did we miss Dino Thunder, or is that
No,
after
that's
that?
next.
No,
That's literally
Dino
the next
Thunder's
one after
Ninja Storm.
Because at this point they were all one and done seasons where they crammed a whole bunch of shit in one season and thought it would be as fulfilling.
Well, because that's the way the Sentai's always been, and the only reason it was a continuing story is because the characters were held. That's why they
Right.
did that. For
yeah, I just Mighty Morph was like 3 or 4 seasons. I think, right?
It was 3 seasons, and then Zeo was technically the 4th season.
I think wasn't Zeo 2 seasons though.
Nope, it was 1.
It felt really long. But not in
It's
a bad way.
45 episodes, so I don't blame.
Okay, so after original Mighty Morphin and everything was a 1 season. Okay. Okay, but yeah, after In Space, that's when like the main arc was over.
Well,
and
if
yeah,
you,
shit.
well, the main thing is that that's not 100% true. After the Zordon era, that's when they stopped doing continuing casts. It became a new cast.
Right, and I kind of like it better when it's. I really liked it when everything just transitioned, and technically we get that. We get like a weird in between with Lost Galaxy because we get the Pink Ranger from the original or from In Space. I think. Am I wrong on this?
No. The villain
Yeah, you're
from
right.
In Space
No.
becomes the Pink Ranger.
She
That's
wasn't the
right.
Pink Ranger. She was the villain in Space.
I just
Yeah,
said
and then-
that.
And again, she became.
And then
the Pink Ranger.
Corone became the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
After
after.
Kendrick's dope.
Wow.
The
Psycho
What the
Ranger?
hell, Discord?
I
The
was about to
Psycho
Say,
Rangers.
I was about to say
Yes.
because her actor was, I think, fighting leukemia at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And she came back for the final episode.
As a ghost. I don't know if that's true.
Actually, no,
No, she came back as a
alive.
person. Yeah.
She came back to life. It's just like, oh come on, it's Power Rangers. Why do I question it?
But yeah, I will say, Doom, as much as I grew up with the original stuff, Disney era had some of the most solid shit.
I don't know,
Like-
man. Like the only like thing I remember, I did watch a little bit of whatever came after SPD and Time Force, and I didn't like it really. I watched, like,
SPD's really good. Mystic Force is okay. Jungle Fury is actually pretty damn good, but the acting you have to get over.
Wait, where are we in the timeline though? We were just on.
Okay, so after Ninja Storm is Dino Thunder, and then it's SPD.
Yeah, Dino Thunder. I actually want
Dino Thunder is the one that brings back Tommy Oliver in a weird way.
Yeah,
I thought it was weird.
Well, he just becomes the mentor, and then he becomes the strongest Ranger form.
Because why the fuck not? Why not put over new Rangers?
No, you gotta put
Though
on
I
the
will
second
say,
guy.
Tommy is just kind of a bonus for me. When I watch the show, I watch it for the other Rangers. Like
Is
the,
that when they went to 3 Rangers?
yeah, like well, the thing is, it was only 3 Rangers for a few episodes, and then they brought Tommy in as the Black Dino Thunder Ranger. But honestly, the best arc of that series is the White Dino Thunder Rangers arc. 'Cause he was
Yeah.
it was like a Jekyll and Hyde relationship kind of.
Yeah, he looked cool as well. Like, I
Also-
really liked the
Oh
way he
yeah.
looked.
the spikes
Also,
on him.
the main villain, the American-made villain they made for it, or I guess New Zealand-made villain, Mesogod, was fucking scary.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing that. It's because the animatronics don't move quite right.
Yeah.
But it's just so it's like off-putting.
Yeah, that is the definition of it's spooky.
It's
They didn't get the animatronics really right until the next season with SPD, because the Doggy
Was
Cruiser's
SPD fucking 3 Rangers too? Because I feel like that's
No,
a problem. I don't like
that was
3
5.
Rangers.
No, they had the full
Actually,
team.
no,
They had the
sorry,
full team.
that was 14 Rangers?
Yeah, I was about to say that's the one with the dog guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Doggy Kruger.
'Cause
And
then we
it's
get
funny,
fucking
if you look at the
we
way
get
the-
Dog Ranger,
like
we
a-
get Orange Cat Ranger.
Like, a lot of people who only know about Power Rangers make fun of the Doggy Kruger animatronics, but like if you look at the Japanese ones, they God damn it, Oni,
Doesn't
stop
matter, it's
talking
still a
over
Ranger,
me
it
for
counts.
fuck's sake.
And then we get
Still
and
canon,
it's gonna be
sweetie, still
DLC in that
canon.
fucking fighting game that Zero loves.
What I was trying to say is, if you
Even
look
though
at
this
the
was, like, the
fuck's
American version of
sakes,
it.
I'm
Yeah,
muting
they-
you again.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that the one guy?
There, holy
Yeah,
shit.
you had Argyle Ranger and Sepia Tone Ranger and Transparent Ranger and Rainbow Ranger.
Wait, isn't Transparent Ranger just a naked guy wearing no pants?
Shh. It was all Rangers. It's everything that was there. Purple Ranger.
Okay,
they had
now
a
that
black
can you
and
guys
an
hear me?
Onyx Ranger.
Hello?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
through? Okay, because every time I would talk, Oni would literally talk. So I had to mute him for a second. What I was trying to say was the animatronics in Doggy Kruger in the American show are actually way better than the Japanese show. The Japanese show, like, they're like goofy.
Yeah, you gotta go beat the
Not
bad
that
guy.
kind of, not that kind of goofy.
Why would that be better though?
Oh my god, Goofy
I'm
is a
gonna
Power
unmute him.
Ranger. It's terrifying.
That's what they should have done with the Disney crossovers. Wow, that's Tom Oliver. He was the original green and white Ranger.
Actually, there's a really good episode in Dino Thunder where Tommy has to fight himself as his previous Ranger forms.
Oh yeah.
It's actually a really fucking good episode.
He helped defeat Rita Repulsa and Lord Zed back in the 90s.
Rita Repulsa does make a short cameo in Mystic
Yeah, her
Force
actress
because her actress Witch Bandora, who played Witch Bandora, was in Machi Ranger as the Mystic or whatever the name of her was, but she was the
Mystic
Mystic
Mother.
Mother in Mystic Force. But the only thing is they didn't get the same voice actors for Rita, so it's kind of a.
I mean,
moot
would you
point.
look at how she looked? Could you expect Rita's voice coming out of that?
Hey, well, the actress who voiced Rita did have a version of Rita that voice for a version of Rita that was good. So she had a voice prepared, but they just didn't do it. I don't know why. Just because they
Yeah,
forgot.
can you just sound like you're screaming all the time? Okay. No, not you, Oni. Oh, Oni confirmed to play Rita Repulsa.
Also,
in the
Oni,
next
are
verse.
you eating something?
No, why?
You're a
What's that
liar.
sound,
I don't know.
You're eating something, aren't you?
God damn it! Mute yourself if you're gonna do that.
I'm not eating.
Sure, you're not.
I got some teeth thing in my mouth.
Well,
Some teeth thing in
What
your
do you-
mouth?
What do you do when you're trying to prevent TMJ?
what the fuck is TMJ?
Doctors use this wrong too because you already have TMJ, all right? The TMJ is your transmandibular joint. Everybody has it. If you put your finger like almost middle of your ear and you move your jaw, you can feel your transmandibular joint moving. TMJ is just a shitty like thing people.
This sounds like
locks
some
up
kind
or
of like
something.
weed shit. Like somebody's like, "Hey man, want to smoke this joint?"
Yeah, Zero. Don't disrespect the human body like
Mouth guard,
that.
that's it. It was mouth guard.
Well, dude, if you're gonna rustle it around in your mouth so close to your microphone, could you just mute yourself, please?
Mouth
Why?
guard.
Why? You got the mute button on yourself. You can just mute me any
You-
fucking time you want.
Do you
Wow,
not know how the mute button works?
I know how the mute button works, but
Then
you fucking
use
do
it!
every 5 fucking seconds.
Then use it.
You suppose
Very angry tonight. Not
Matt
me, but-
Riddle?
Well, you're starting to piss me off. So, like, could you please have some courtesy?
Can you please have some
That's
courtesy?
all I'm asking for.
I know. I'm just sorry. I'm in a very bad mood tonight. Just
Why is that,
I mean-
Oni?
I'm not surprised, but what's going
no,
on?
it's not the.
Zero.
something I
Oni
can
is a
really-
cherished friend. Oni, tell us what ails you, buddy.
It's real life thing. I can't explain it in straight
Okay.
meaning of this.
Okay, we really didn't care much in the. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
What?
Let's just say I've about had it. For the lack of a better term. It's not your guys' fault, and I'm taking it out on you, and I shouldn't.
物は辛いな俺には俺
At
のやり
least you
方がある
realized it.
If you're gonna quit,
英雄の力
just go
見
be
せてやる
and jump out the door.
What about the door? What?
Hey, Nightman's here. What's up, Nightman?
Hey, no.
Oh, thank
Hey, guys.
God.
How's it going?
Oh, Nightman, you're just in time. I'm playing as your favorite character.
Is it Kiva again?
No.
だったらこいつだ
Uh,
I'm playing as your favorite character. He's
oh, I see. Decade.
I am kicking Ryuki's ass.
Did you guys make a JoJo's reference?
Bless you?
Can you tell him film?
That's good.
こういうのもあるぜよっと受けてみろ来いよっと
I'm just a passing through Kamen Rider. Remember that.
I'm just a passing through assassin. Omoidoke.
Okay, yeah, that got me something to drink beer. Be right back.
Also, Zero, why did you ask me earlier today if I slept?
Because you were sending a lot of messages at like 7:30 in the morning. I'm like,
Yeah, dude, I have this thing called work.
but
I
like
have this
you
thing
were
called
like
I have to get
you were
ready
like,
for work.
but it was all about the same fucking shit. And I'm like, did you just spend the last 4 hours analyzing this, or?
What are you talking about? I was just fucking with Jordan about weird hypotheticals involving Ren. Oh, and then I came up with the plot to the greatest movie ever. Like, if you thought my previous movies were great, this one's gonna
Decade
be...
complete.
So if you guys remember, I came up with that Animal Crossing movie with the deep psychological horror. So this one's the Minecraft movie, and let me explain the Minecraft movie to you guys.
Oh God.
It's gonna be fantastic. So it's gonna be very similar to a Japanese body horror film or The Human Centipede.
What?
So
Okay.
So here's what happens. A young man is doing bad in school and his parents take away his Minecraft. How dare they? So he finds a kooky mad scientist. And he says to his parents, "Mother, father, if I can't have Minecraft, you're gonna be Minecraft." And then the doctor does a lot of surgeries and turns them into Minecraft.
What the?
Wait,
What?
What?
Are you?
They
This is-
turns them in. You're acting like Minecraft is a thing, not that
Well,
it's a
no,
video
like
game.
like their bodies are gonna resemble like real IRL Minecraft people.
Oh. Okay, that's
that
that.
reminds me of a.
Yeah, I needed that context.
Isn't that a horrifying thought of, first of all, real
Well,
life looking square ass Minecraft
That
people?
actually happened in an episode of Ninja Steel, actually.
Oh fuck.
Oh, where they all became like, oh, but this is like not done by magic. This is done by horrible surgery.
All of them. It was just one of
Guys?
the two comic relief characters.
Guys, should I go left or should I go right?
Left.
Oh, in the middle.
I can't. I
You
already
can't
beat the
go
middle.
no.
No.
Oni, he gives you
left or
2
right?
options and you go with an option that he didn't give.
I don't know. I'm being stupid.
All right. Well,
Let's go east or west, Oni. Let's go west.
fucking Charles, man. Fucking Charles. He said,
I'm
I'm from the east. I'm like, no, you're not. It was 2 episodes
I'm
in.
from the east.
It's funny. It was 2 episodes in, and he already fucked it up. I'm like, how did you?
I
fuck
blame
this
myself
up?
for that.
Well, I know you don't like the gimmick.
Oh, that's why I never do it, but I think that's the better part of the gimmick, is that there's a gimmick in place and Corey is going to ruin the gimmick.
Oh yeah, now I remember. what
It's
I
funny
was gonna
because you were trying so hard to not do it, and I'm like, nope, we're doing this. And you're like, fuck. You're like, this is a good compromise.
Well, I like it when we can do, like, 2 things. Like, I'm from the west. No, wait, I'm from the east. Fuck, now Chuckle's got me fucking up.
Oh god.
No,
Like,
but
I'm from the east, and I like peanut butter on celery sticks. And
Yeah,
that's a nice thing.
That's what we should do. We should just say what side we're from and say something nice.
Yeah, no, we should all episode that I like peanut butter on celery
Just,
sticks.
you should ask this your Corey friend if he's in the house.
He is Corey.
That's me,
Oh.
asshole.
Are you in the
My
house?
bad.
No, I'm under a fucking bridge. Of course I'm in my house. Fuck off. My whole
Are you in the White House though?
in the house or house Topanga. And I'm like, I wish I knew how Topanga was. I would be having sex with her right now. All right.
I was about to say.
She's beautiful. Still.
I was about to say.
I've got.
Nightman, thank you for that one.
Yeah, sorry
No
for
problem.
changing topics on this, but I think I might have an idea for a name of the stream every time I do fucking horror games.
Only
I hate
streams
eight-
crazy.
Oh, what, honey?
It can't be Oni Screams. That's already a thing.
No, it's more. It's spooky.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Might as well go bland with that joke.
But anyway,
Oni Streams is spooky. There we go.
anyway,
Only streams are spooky.
anyway. Speaking of like being made fun of for having a name, it's all right. I've had like South Park jokes at me. So
Is your name? I can't believe I met somebody whose name's actually Butters. That's awesome.
Not that one.
No, he's talking about Cartman.
no, I'm Kyle.
That's not even bad. Nowadays, no one's even gonna make that joke. I bet you like monster and punching holes in walls. That's the Kyle joke now.
Is being a Kyle a something in wrestling or something?
Being a no, what? No.
What's that name
my
of being
Or
a mark?
Yeah, you're being a
Yeah,
fucking
What is a mark?
So a mark actually comes back from
Hi, Mark.
yes. Quick history lesson about professional wrestling terminology. Professional wrestling is based in the Carney days. So like it was basically part of the carnival sideshow. So a mark was a term used by carnival people. It was just their way of saying like, oh, we got a sucker here. Like instead of telling, instead of being like, oh yeah, we got a real sucker here. No, we got a real mark here. So when you're a mark in pro wrestling, they believe this shit too much and they're losers because of it.
And also for being made fun of for your name. My name is Lydia, and there were just way too many people just joking me out of my name.
I just always get the Clayton Bigsby ones.
Those are the best ones though.
They're not.
Please.
They're the best. That's the best Chappelle Show joke ever.
It got old.
It doesn't get old. Zero.
Okay, Corey in the house.
It's okay. I am in a house now. I'm not under the bridge anymore. I'm with the regular whites now.
You think y'all had it bad? I used to be. Remember, I live in the South. And when I was in school, I used to be called Terry Funk because, wrestling fans. Dog.
I still think if you had done that Funko Pop show, you should have gone with Terry Funko Pop. That was too good.
It's too good. You need to do that. Hey there, I'm Terry Funko.
Oni, why don't we call you Terry Bogart?
What?
Oh, for fuck's sakes, he's healing himself.
Or Terry Bradshaw or Terry Taylor.
Oh my god. Do I look like I go to stick my hair out and go, oh my god, it's actually
What the fuck is that?
It's the Red Rooster.
Oh yeah, Terry Taylor. Forgot. You could be Terry Bollea.
How about no?
How come there's too many famous Terrys in wrestling?
There is.
Is there a Power Ranger character named Terry?
Wouldn't surprise me at this
I
point.
don't think so.
Because I know my name was never used in Power Rangers. Zero, there's no
swear to-
fucking way
I
your
swear
name
to
was.
God, one day there will be in Power Rangers, and I'm gonna be going.
Hey there, guys. My name's Clayton. I'm the new Red Ranger. I live with my mama in this here double wide.
The funny thing too is anytime I meet I've only met one other person who's not from the South who has my name. There was a guy who in college who had the same name, and one night we got really drunk, and one buddy got way too drunk, and he was encouraged by the other Clayton, so we just started. He didn't refer to him. I just became the Clayton, and they just said, what was his nickname? Oh, they said that instead of saying his name, they said my last name and non in front of it. Like, let's just pretend it was Stevens. Like, fuck you, non-Stevens. Every time there was a conversation, it'd be
It
like,
just sounds like an insult because that means you're not the good Clayton.
no, yeah, that's what they were talking about. The other Clayton. And the funny thing about this guy was he was an alright dude, but he was a little bit of an asshole, and he was kind of like out of it sometimes. Like when I would be driving and I need to know where to go, he's like, "Oh yeah, the turn was 3 turns ago." I'm like, "Why the fuck didn't you say anything?" He's like, "I don't know. I didn't think
I'm
of
an
it."
asshole.
Keep in mind, this was like pre Google Maps. This was like maybe MapQuest was out back at this point.
Google Maps is the best though. True that. Double true. One person gets my
Google Maps.
I understood
What the
that
fuck's a
reference.
cool map?
I said Google Maps, dude. Google Maps is the best. True that. Double true.
Double true.
68th and Broadway. Step on it, suckers. What you gonna do, Chris? Snack attack, motherfucker.
45th and Broadway. To the death of me, bitch.
It's the chronic Girls of Narnia.
Damn it, I gotta bring that snack attack sometime.
It's the chronic what Girls of Narnia, bro. Come on.
Narnia.
That, you know what? I'm mad about that song because I was doing Mr. Pibb and Red Vines forever, and I always thought it was
Crazy
crazy.
delicious.
It fucking is. And now movie theaters don't even sell Red Vines anymore because the kids are choking them.
What the fuck are red vines?
It's like a rip-off of Twizzler, but it actually tastes like actual cherry. Like think of like a completely hollow piece of licorice that tastes like good cherry and like is nice and soft, but still has enough chew to it.
Oh damn, I did that in one life. Be good on the rematch. See, I learned something tonight about Beast. Apparently, Beast can heal himself. That's kind of broken.
You also learned about red vines, so let's talk about the more important things you learned.
Now I want Twizzlers.
See, I like Twizzlers a lot. I like the cherry Twizzlers specifically.
I don't know if the cherry. That's the regular kind, right? Or if I think it's
No, regular strawberry. Cherry's the one that with the pull and peel.
Oh yeah, those are good.
I love those. But everybody says I eat them like a psycho because I just bite them. I don't peel them because I think it takes too much time.
Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I eat it all at once. Sometimes you just gotta have that much flavor.
Yeah, sometimes like I literally will just like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not peeling this fucking Twizzler. I'm just gonna eat the whole thing. What the fuck am I? I don't got time for that shit.
Ain't no one got time for that.
It's just like when I eat a Kit Kat bar. I take a Kit Kat bar, I look at my good friend, and it looks like I'm gonna go break it. And then I just take a huge bite out of it and like, no, fuck you. This is my Kit Kat bar. You don't get any of it.
Like, you just take a bite of the whole thing, you heathen.
Yeah, it's like people that fucking peel their cheese sticks. I think that's weird.
I have,
Just eat the fucking cheese stick.
I can't remember who's the wrestler who played Rider Man. I
What?
can't. So in the decade, the Kamen Rider Decade movie, there was a wrestler who played Rider Man.
What is it called? The movie?
Kamen Rider Decade. I forget the rest of the name of it, but it's the Kamen Rider Decade movie, and there's a wrestler who plays. Oh no, wait, sorry, that was Gak. There's a wrestler who played a rider or a villain in one of the movies, but I'm trying to think of which one it was. He's a Japanese wrestler.
Probably.
Actually, one of them was also in a Kamen Rider Girls music video.
I'm just gonna figure this out. Kamen Rider
I'm getting nasty.
Pro Wrestler. Not Pro Werewolf, you idiot. Oh, fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi?
What did he play? What did it say?
Looks like he played Soji Karus.
Wow,
Transform into the Robo Bugster.
Oh yeah. Oh okay. So he was in the.
Alongside Dr. Pac-Man.
Yeah, he was in the Dr. Pac-Man movie. That makes sense.
That doesn't sound like it's on the. Why did Tanahashi? What's Tanahashi in?
I told you Tanahashi was the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
No, he's not.
He is! For fuck's sakes, yes he is!
Is he
He's the
garbage?
Shawn Michaels.
He's not the Shawn Michaels. We are not having
I asked a question, guys. That was it. Please.
Yes, it was Hiroshi Tanahashi, aka the Ace of the Universe. Actually, really good professional wrestler. I just don't like him.
Build is not the best fight these days.
Oh, and he played apparently nods to Kamen Rider. His favorite series is Kamen Rider Kabuto.
Oh, of course he likes the broken one.
Why is that like the one everybody loves?
So here's the thing about Kabuto. It was the 30th anniversary of Kamen Rider, so they made a big deal out of it. The thing about Kabuto is he has a speed up power up, which they've had in Rider before and since then, but there's no limit on the speed up power up they have, the clocking up. So they can seemingly clock up forever. But riders before and afterwards had like a time limit on how long they could go full speed. So kind of broken. Also, Kabuto's ultimate form can hop through time and is undetectable. The funny thing about that is the next rider after that was a time traveling one, but like not nearly as broken of a power.
God, now thinking about pro wrestlers and things, I want the great Muda to be in the Sentai. Muda doesn't even have to do anything, he's already got the crazy fucking mask. Actually, it's weird when you think about it, because now that I'm finding out Hiroshi Tanahashi was in Kamen Rider, it's not crazy now to think that Minoru Suzuki was in One Piece. So I don't know. I guess Japan really likes their professional wrestling cameos.
It's big over there, so.
Well, yeah, because they do a fucking show at the Tokyo Dome every year that sells out like a motherfucker. I want to go to. That's like one of the main reasons I want to go to Tokyo, not just for like to see Wrestle Kingdom, but I really just want to go in the Tokyo Dome because it's literally like amazing. Because the dome is held up by fucking pressurized air. Like, it's a modern marvel.
Nice. Yeah, they do a lot of events there for like whenever a new Sentai comes out too.
Yeah, dude, Tokyo is great because it's like, if you are a nerd of anything, Japan will accept you. Like, it's just as accepted as like sports over there.
Oh yeah, I mean they got a whole city dedicated to it.
Which one's that? Wait, a city in Tokyo?
Not Tokyo. I'm talking about Akihabara.
That's not a city.
Whatever.
Yeah, didn't you know? Zero's a fucking, he's a geographer that only specializes in Canada and Japan.
No, I'm friends with Vegeta who like lived there for 2 years.
I'm paying attention to both Zeros and GDQ. They made it to 1 million already, and I didn't even notice.
Oh, nice.
I'm not a fan of Games Input.
I mean, they got a good cause for what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm okay with the cause, just like, I don't like how pretentious some of the people are when they're speedrunning something.
Yeah, but they make good sleep material.
My favorite one I did see, though, the one I actually watched the whole thing, is some dude beating Resident Evil 7 in like, I think he did it on hard mode in like 48 minutes.
That's impressive.
I'm cheesing
I was
foes
so impressed. I was like, how did you do that? And then it's like, oh, that's really rad. Because you can skip the cutscenes, I just never did.
Yeah, same here. I just really like the story. So.
7 is probably like the best Resident Evil game in my mind.
It's
Well,
really
next to
fucking good.
next to
Yeah.
4, obviously, because I think 4 is the first good one. Just because I don't like the tank controls and all the other ones. When they redid 1, and mainly when they redid 2 the same way that they did like 7, or not 7, but
Same
they kind of
engine.
took a, yeah, they took like the 4 gameplay style and put it in the 7 engine, and it was dope. I like that. I like that a lot, and that's how I think these games should have been the whole time. But I know back in the PlayStation 1 days, you couldn't get away with that.
Yeah, it was a little tough at that point.
But I think 7, like, I hated the idea of 7 when I first heard about it. Because I was like, fucking Resident Evil games aren't for first person. What the fuck is this shit? And then, like, I was like, fine, I'll give it a try. Because it's getting really good reviews before the game is even out. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to give it a try, whatever. And then it was
Sup, bras?
the best game I've ever played.
Oh, speaking of Vegeta.
What about me?
Oh, we
Who's
were
speaking about
talking
me?
about Japan, and you came up in conversation.
Oh, I feel so special.
Also, by the way, happy birthday, my dude. I know I already said it,
thank
but
you.
happy birthday.
I wished him happy birthday on his birthday.
Happy
So did
birthday.
I.
You wished me happy birthday before it was cool.
Yeah.
I did as well. I'm just saying it again for the people who are here.
I know, I'm
Doom.
just ragging on you.
Doom. Is there some sort of... Are you having some sort of inferiority complex where you've got to, like, one-up me?
No, I just think it's funny.
Alright, cool. Just checking.
Besides, that would mean that I have to admit you're better than me in some aspect. I would never do that. You know me too well.
Good point. Okay, who am I actually playing as? I don't know. Oh, I'm Kabuto. Oh, okay, whatever. I'm so slow!
I like how that one's got an orange slice first.
Hey, you know what's funny? The guy in the show all about like fruit samurais is probably one of the more fucked up shows. It's funny they did the fruit thing to promote like healthy eating,
Wait,
but like
that's real?
but it's a war between other fruit samurais. They're and
I was kidding. This is real? Are you serious?
yes, it's in fact one of the better Kamen Rider seasons.
Even though there's breakdancing in it too.
Yeah, it starts off as so you think you can
be
dance versus
lying to me and I
or no,
wouldn't
sorry,
know.
it's what's that dancing? Oh, fuck, what's that Rivals dancing movie? I can't remember. Stomp the Yard meets Game of Thrones basically
With fruit samurai.
with fruit samurais. Yeah.
Japan's fucking weird.
Also, the main rider becomes God before the end of the show.
Yeah, Japan's a real nutty butter right there.
Fucking cast off. Oh, that's
Everyone knows that.
look good.
Gotta go fast.
Essentially, yeah. Walk over.
Faster, Sonic.
I knew somebody was gonna do it. All right, now
Yo,
will
Sonic X was Loki.
will this game give me Hyper Kabuto? We're about to find out. Yes, it does. Hello, watch my awesome time traveling gun. And I shot both.
If we're gonna make Sonic jokes, let's play Gangsta's Paradise now.
I'm so fucking upset.
No, if we're gonna make jokes, we should play.
Don't act like you are, Jim. You were on that podcast with me.
I was, but remember, I keep saying this. If they wanted to go gangster rap, do 100 miles in running. It makes more sense. Why Coolio Gangster's Paradise?
Because Gangster's
NWA
Paradise is more
90.
recognizable.
The fuck it is.
It was made in the 90s, just like Sonic, so that's probably why.
So was 100 miles in running. It was NWA when Ice Cube was still there. It doesn't make sense to have gangster rap in a Sonic
All right, guys,
trailer
left
anyway.
or right?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? As
It
long
doesn't.
as he doesn't look like giant ass, I'll be very happy.
I really want a fucking Dragon Ball Z movie to have that fucking Soldier Boy song, "Bitch, I look like Goku" in the trailer. That would be
Oh, his
fucking
anime
great.
swag song? Anime swag. I'm
Oh,
flying
bitch,
like
I
a-
look like a...
We okay, for a while it was a meme that we would remix the anime swag song with other songs. So there's like a whole archive I have of a playlist archive of just remixes.
Oh, I
we
remember
made.
those.
Yeah. You know, Shadow, like before I talked to you guys all the time, Shadow actually showed me you guys did that, so I did my own version, but with Power Rangers openings. It's not very good, but
The one of the ones I made people got really upset about, and I'm like, why? This is funny.
what was it?
I don't know, some dude who sings on YouTube. I just found it by a whim, and I'm like, this mixes really well with anime swag. And like all the comments were like, "How dare you?" I'm like, "What? I don't. What?"
Have you guys ever heard about that one YouTube? Well, he does or he not
Jim,
song.
you're cutting out like crazy, dude. Say
Oh,
it
so
again.
have you guys ever heard of this YouTuber? He does covers of songs, but he replaces all the words with Smash Mouth.
No. What?
So like he'll do a cover of like Never Gonna Give You Up, but it's like somebody once told me that the world was gonna roll me. Like that's his whole gimmick. It's no matter what the song is, it's always all-star.
The lyrics to All Star, nice.
Yeah, it's sung the same way.
Final
but
attack rider. Did you kill it? Sorry, I love doing that.
It's I don't remember what this guy's name is, but I'm sure you can look it up. The very first video I saw was him doing that Evanescence song that everybody hates.
Which Evanescence song?
All
Which
of them.
one?
The Bring Me to Life.
I love that song.
Yeah,
I hate it. So it's like hey now.
You and I have very different music tastes. That's
We
one
do.
thing
We do.
Divergent Doom.
Yeah, dude. Like I think like I don't think there's a lot of people that have the same musical taste as me, because my musical fucking shit's broken, but I still recognize what trash is. Although I will admit Nickelback is actually kind of a hype band. Finally,
what? That's a lie.
it's not. It's not. Nickelback is low key pretty hype. Like, if you take away all the songs you've already heard and listen to the shit that you've never heard, they're pretty good. Like all the shit you've never heard is what's good about them. God, that's the most hipster thing I've ever said.
The problem with Nickelback is all their albums are the exact same.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for like mindless generic rock and roll,
It
Yeah,
just
who cares?
Drives me
I have no problem with
insane.
Nickelback. I have no problem.
I love that song, She Keeps Me Up, because it's a weird funk song done by Nickelback, and it works.
I still like Hero. I still like that song.
Oh, the one with Josie Scott from the band Saliva, whose famous song is Click, Click, Boom.
Hey, you know what? It was a good Spider-Man song. Leave me alone.
It was. But
They
then there
say
was...
that a hero could save us. Not
Boom, 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 shitty song.
the one thing I always thought about Chad Kroeger is I'm like, this guy is like Creed light.
They really are. Nickelback is... Creed is pretty legit, though.
Yeah.
Creed was pretty legit.
I like Creed.
Wait a minute, that wasn't Chad Kroeger.
I know it wasn't. I said Chad Kroeger was Creed light.
And I'm saying, like, Creed was low-key pretty good. They did have some good songs.
Wasn't Creed Pearl Jam technically light, or am I thinking somebody else?
They're all Ray Charles light, okay? Yo, that's not even a joke. Mad TV did this whole bit where it's like, that song, I'll go wherever you can go, or whatever. You know that song?
Oh, that one.
And the whole joke,
And down low.
the whole bit is like in this, like the guy's singing that, and then the guy from Pearl Jam comes in, he's like, "You ripped off my voice box." And then the guy from Creed comes in, and then he's talking about how he's the best, and then Ray Charles was like, "I'm Ray Charles." And then when you listen back to it, like you're like, "Yo, Creed was really just ripping off Ray Charles."
I was about to say, if anybody remembers that one Celebrity Deathmatch,
There's so many. That's so oddly specific. You need to give us details.
Damn. The lead singer of Creed and Pearl Jam fighting because of the same voice. Like, you're back, my voice.
Oh, yeah.
My voice too.
You know when they,
worst
you know,
song, the one I hate the most is I hate Lonely No More. I hate that song.
oh
so
my
much.
god, that song is cancer.
With every fiber of my being, I hate that song.
Like the problem with it is like you hear it and then like 2 weeks later it's still in the back of your mind and you find yourself humming it.
Goddamn intro, that. Oh no.
I don't even hate Maroon 5 to be honest with you. I think they're perfectly okay. Oh wait, no, that's Wait. Yes, that's Rob Thomas. Why did I think that was? Yeah, why did I think that was fucking Maroon 5?
Because they both have numbers and the letter M is their first letter.
But I thought, no wait, what song did Maroon 5 do that was like?
I do not know.
Nah.
Who's that guy that has that weird voice when he sings? He's like, you're beautiful.
Oh, James Blunt, the only song he ever did.
Yeah, well, like that guy's such a weird like voice. I saw your face.
I hate that song.
Your face, my nuts didn't drop.
That song annoyed me.
It did.
It is kind of annoying.
Remember, girls loved that song because like, he's talking about me.
No, he's not.
No, he's not talking about you, Belinda. You weigh 90 pounds and you weigh 90,000 pounds and have a mustache. James Blunt ain't singing about you.
I thought the name for all the annoying chicks was Karen. I thought it was Karen.
That's my mom's name.
Karen.
See, I don't know. I don't know why Belinda came in.
Because that's a weird name.
Yeah, Belinda would be the girl that's like, oh, James Blunt is. Belinda would be the girl that thinks like the Jonas Brothers are singing all the songs for her, but she clearly needs to like.
Wasn't Belinda the name
Go to
of
the
one
gym.
of Miss Piggy's kids in Muppet Christmas Carol?
Don't make me.
Why
think
do you
of that
know
right
this?
Because Muppet Christmas Carol is amazing.
Why am I not surprised?
now. That's not the one where the that's
Hey
Muppet
guys,
Christmas Story.
Well, to
with,
be fair, that's not an obscure thing. I remember you'll be like, "You remember this thing from this obscure anime no one's heard of?" Yes, I do remember it. What is it from?
Anyway, Creed needs to do a comeback right now.
They do. Once they're done being Alter Bridge.
Once Scott Stapp lays off the coke and finds Jesus again, we can get Creed.
Lays off the coke and stops getting blowjobs.
Oh, remember when they were a good Christian band, and then all of a sudden they got rock star famous, and girls wanted to blow them, and then they're like, we can't for God, but Scott Stapp's like, oh, sure, why not? I'm here now. Oh, I'm down to one last breath, even though we haven't recorded this song yet. Hinder was another shitty band.
What the hell's in?
It's really busy hearing your voice and my name.
Oh, that was the name of the band. Hinder?
Yeah, they had one good song which was called Get Stoned, and it was fucking awesome.
Everything else is
like,
garbage.
it's just like, go home, get stoned, because the sex is so much better when you're mad at me. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm in 7th grade and don't know what sex really is yet, but I am okay with this. I'm trying to think of like other like one-note bands from my childhood.
How about Eiffel 65?
Oh god, no, fuck off. Eiffel 65 was great, alright? The PlayStation song is awesome.
Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid.
From to Resident Evil, we play
Omega
for the-
Boost. Bloody
You wanna know a band
Raw.
that I loved? It had 2 albums and never was heard from ever again. Was Aqua. I loved Aqua.
I still have Aqua on CD.
So do I. I love that band.
I know their
Barbie
songs.
Girl.
They sang the Barbie Girl song, honey.
I know.
That was the song I liked them for. I loved like Cartoon Heroes was really good, and Roses Are Red was really good.
God, weird 90s EDM right now.
Red and violets are blue.
God, EDM back then was really just Fat Boy Slim. Like Daft Punk wasn't even big.
Boy Slim, Jesus right here, right now.
Now that song is fucking
Clint
great.
Eastwood. Oh, that's a great song.
Oh yeah, Gorillaz like early. Well, no, we can't. I wouldn't call Gorillaz back in like 90s EDM.
It's not EDM. It's not EDM. I was just thinking of it.
Oh, but yeah, Gorillaz is fucking hype. Demon Days is still their best album. Fight me. They can fight me.
Damn it! I feel. So
I'm happy. I'm not. I ain't happy. I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on.
It's coming on. It's
Who
coming
are they?
on.
Who are they coming on though?
Finally, somebody let me out of my cage.
What she said.
That was like the first like real rap I heard
Anybody,
in my life.
okay,
too.
anybody remember Daft Punk?
Hell yeah,
Who
that
doesn't?
one was awesome.
I mentioned Daft Punk before this. Daft Punk
God, this
has
is a long
done.
stage.
Daft Punk has worked with fucking everybody, dude. Like they apparently like they produced for they're doing a lot of hip hop producing right now. Like
Actually, anybody else see the Interstellar 555 movie?
I have not.
great
seen
movie.
it,
That was a pretty good movie, actually. I gotta say.
Actually, that's gonna be my icon in the podcast you're on. Is gonna be the drummer from that.
The opening song was really good.
We're up all night to get lucky.
Daft Punk in general is fucking hype as shit.
I love Daft Punk, yeah.
Speaking
They're-
of dank punk,
Anybody who's like, hey, Japan, I want to make an anime movie based on our band. Anybody who says that's pretty
And
lit.
Japan's like, cool, but we're gonna do our post-war weirdness.
It's
and they're
fun-
like, dude, let's.
I'm probably the only person in here who listens to these guys, but you guys listen to the band, not the movie, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I've heard of them.
So they kind of did the same thing with one of their music videos. They had like an anime studio make one. They're a Japanese like metalcore band, but like they also are heavy on the electronica. So like they just have the most hypest sounding like songs, or like mixes of like J-rock and metal songs. They actually sound really great. But like there's like I think I showed you the one video, Brandon, once. Where they sang it. They can speak English, but not
Give me a minute, guys.
very comprehensible English. So they have a bunch of songs where they've sung them in both Japanese and English, but the English is kind of like direct translation kind of English. Like I think I showed, like I said, Brandon, I think I showed you one of the videos, and like the lyrics were at the bottom of the screen, what they were actually saying in English, and you're like, and I think he's like, I can't remember if you said it was painful or what it was.
It was. I don't remember, man.
Yes, I get to play as my favorite rider.
So basically, we've learned that if you have any random trivia of music, Doom basically knows it. If it's random trivia of animation, I probably know it.
I think it's 50-50. I think you definitely know more about animation than.
But you know a lot more about music than I
Random
do.
trivia about Tokusatsu? I don't know if I remember.
If it's
My
an
favorite
American
Tokusatsu
cartoon from
character
the 80s
is
or 90s,
Steve
I know about it.
Buscemi.
He technically could be. I'm actually playing as my favorite rider right now, which I'm very happy about.
Anyway, hold on. I just thought of a one-note band that was actually really fucking hype. Hooba Stank.
Oh, Hooba Stank.
They were fucking hype as shit.
They
dude.
were.
Crawling in the Dark. Fuck yeah, that's a great fucking song. Running Away. Fuck yeah, that's a great song. The Reason. Claw my fucking eardrums out. Fuck you.
I like The Reason.
I hate that. Like, I looked at those guys like, yo, these guys are like the best ripoff Incubus ever.
It's funny because their popular songs were honestly their worst ones.
Really?
Like, The Reason was one of those songs.
The Reason is their definite worst song. That whole first album is really.
He sucks.
My favorite band has for a long time been Voodoo Dolls.
I like
they're
Iris.
arguably
Iris has been my favorite song for 15 years.
Arguably their best.
Taylor Swift did a live version of Iris that was dope. I've never heard a bad version of Iris.
Guys,
live versions of Iris are not good. They're not good.
Are
Disagree. The Taylor Swift live
Well, I'm
version
saying
is actually.
Goo Goo Dolls live version is not good at all.
Oh, so they might not just be a good live band.
Because you know what happens is they drop the octave and sing it differently, and it sounds really different.
The funny thing about that is they have a lot of really good music, but everybody only knows them for Iris. In fact, personally, my favorite song
That's
is
not true. They also know them for Slide.
Well, personally, I think their best song is Long Way Down.
That was pretty good.
It's not just pretty good; it's their best song. Hands down.
Black Balloon. I love Black Balloon.
I was about to say, Crush isn't good. Sunkist is better.
We're talking about music.
I thought you were
You know what I was gonna say? My favorite Goo Goo Dolls song was Jumper, but then I'm like, wait, that's Third Eye Blind. They were kind of a rip-off band of each other, weren't they?
I did not like Third Eye Blind. I was not.
I like Jumper, and that's about as far as I go.
This made me question this. The White Stripes.
I like
Oh,
the
they're
White Stripes.
decent. They're
The
decent.
Seven Nation Army was the first song I learned to play on guitar.
That's a lot of that fucking riff is like as iconic as Smoke on the Water to learn.
Though I will say probably I prefer some of their songs before that, like their album before that, like with stuff like Fell in Love with a Girl, and actually Hardest Button.
I don't
to
like Fell in Love with a Girl, but I like their rock shit personally.
Hardest Button to Button is a good song as well.
That's a great fucking song.
Guys, left or right?
Left.
That's the thing. I'd like to talk about more music, but the thing is, it's just more me and Doom's thing, sadly.
What are you talking about?
We can all talk about music, man.
We were all just talking about it.
Oni.
Wrestle Jar deal.
Oh, wrestling music. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Real quick though, Icky Thump is a shitty song, but the Rack on Tours first album is phenomenal.
I'm back.
Fuck yeah, the
It's
Rack
pretty
on
good, yeah.
Tours.
Jack
Okay,
White's
if
better
anything-
at producing stuff, to be honest.
Icky Thump is shit. He's like, Icky Thump on a stump with the jump and the blood going down to Mexico. It's like, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
He's a better producer.
If
Like,
anything,
it's got a great breakdown because after that's it's just like dun 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 dun. I'm like, yes, this is the part of the song I came here.
Also, you just reminded me of, since we were speaking of the White Stripes and there were a two-piece band. Anybody remember the band Death from Above 1979?
Yeah.
I think it was? They were solid. They were just a bass player and a drummer.
Yeah. And then I think they had like on studio guitar and shit like that occasionally. Well, it's like a
Well, actually,
strapping-
no. What they did, Doom, is the bass player played his bass. He used a guitar pedal through his bass amp.
Oh,
how
that's
he was able to
right.
do
Yeah,
that.
he did the Cliff Burton Metallica thing where he put it through a distortion and a wah pedal to give it that fucking sound, and that's
I love your company. We could to start a family. I fucking love that album.
oh wait, I got banned. I actually got banned.
Presidents of the United States, Millions of Peaches is a fucking rad song. Sorry to interrupt you. I was not gonna remember the Presidents of the United States.
That's fine.
And Peaches, which is a great song, because it was ripped off in King of the Hill, and it's a great song. Go into the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
I was gonna
Going
say,
down South Park, gonna have myself.
Summertime. Anyway, obscure-ish. Maybe some of y'all might know it. Power Man 5000.
Not obscure at all. Not
No.
obscure at all.
I know them from Tony Hawk.
Exactly.
Yeah, they were great. Like, I know you're gonna say the Dudley Boys theme song that they did, Worlds Collide, which was not.
Oh, that's where I know them from. World
No. Well, Worlds Collide is I found Power Man 5000 through Tony Hawk. But it was not Worlds Collide for the Dudley Boys.
Oh, it was Bombshell. Bombshell, yes.
Bombshell.
Which was
That's
not.
a good fucking song.
Yeah, I love that song, and then I heard the Dudleys come out to it. I was like, oh, this is
fuck,
kind
you
of
guys just
rad.
reminded me of this.
Yeah.
Reminded me of Bomb Track
Of
But
what?
it's just like
by
going down.
fuck. Why can't I think of their name right
What's the
now?
name of the song?
The song's called Bomb Track.
Rage Against the Machine.
Rage Against the Machine, yeah. Though I think personally my favorite song of theirs is Testify.
You're cutting in and out, Zero.
Yeah,
Why is
Zero,
it doing
you
it to
are.
me and then doing it to? I don't know why it's doing that.
They don't want us to talk. Twitch has become sentient.
It's not
This
Twitch, it's
conversation is
Discord.
too good for their
It's
platform.
Discord, but Can you hear me?
Discord knows that this conversation's too
Okay, you
good.
can hear me now.
Thanks,
So,
Discord.
personally, I think I think Rage Against the Machine's best song is Testify.
Testify is good.
I just love that guitar riff. I
Yumi did not need any kills. Yumi never needs kills.
For me, my favorite Rage song is Gorilla Radio.
It is a solid. It is a
Because
solid.
Gorilla Radio was the song, if I was ever in Riot, that's the one I would want to hear.
I did like listening to Rage Against the Machine. It's just like after so many years, you just grow out of it.
What? No way. Zach De La Roca was
No,
saying
the
like,
music you're supposed to grow out of is shit like
Corn.
Corn and POD and like
I grew out of
Insane
POD.
Clown Posse. But apparently we
Yo.
found a Juggalo yesterday, or Doom found a Juggalo.
Oh my
yesterday. He did
God.
amazing.
Super Who Man. I love him so fucking much.
I'm gonna try so hard to get him on
He's
the
my
podcast.
fucking favorite ever.
You actually found somebody who actually still likes ICP.
There's-
We
there's
don't know
not-
if he is, but he keeps saying
No, he
Juggalos and
definitely
Juggalettes at the start
is.
of his videos.
Those videos were not that old. And truth be told, they still like sell out Gathering of the Juggalos every year, which is something I do want to go to just because I want to.
You talking about an actual rock concert or that fucking wrestling federation they fucking have?
It's a mix of both. It's like their weird Ozfest. But I do want to go just because I hear it's fucking insane, and I really just want to be like a fly on the wall, but also in the shit with it. Like, I've met some people who identify in that group of people, and they are really fucking nice people. I just can't get over their weird-ass fucking music taste. And Oni, what are you talking about? Your favorite band is ICP.
Fuck off! Sad little man.
I'm probably bigger than you. I'm fatter than you right now.
Well, you are that. You are fatter than me. I'll give you that.
No, I'm fatter than you.
Theater.
You're fatter.
No, F-Y-A-T-T.
It's not a word.
T-T-T.
Yes, it is, Oni.
It is now.
It actually is a word.
Yeah.
How? How the fuck is it a word?
Because it exists. Look
Yeah.
it up in the
Do
dictionary.
you have a fucking definition
To
of it?
dictionary.com.
Yeah,
Google it.
yeah, it's the internet way of saying fat. Fuck off, Oni. Anyway.
Still. You are
Who grows out of Rage Against the Machine? Like I can see growing out of
I
Audio
didn't find that on
Slave.
dictionary.com.
Okay, what the hell's audio slave?
What?
Oh.
Oni!
Oni, come on, man.
They did the theme song for the Diva Search. Be yourself is all. Their
yeah.
worst song. Their first album is great. Cochise is an
Yeah, fucking hell. I can't remember.
Don't they sing, what's that one song,
It's
like-
just Rage. It's just Rage Against the Machine with Chris Cornell. That's all it is.
Wait a minute. They had,
Check your
they were the ones who- and then it later become. Oh shit, that's right.
It's literally the same thing as Velvet Revolver, which is just Guns
Yeah.
N' Roses with Scott Weiland.
Until Scott Weiland died, now it's just Guns N' Roses again with fat,
Yeah, and then fucking Scott Weiland's
Axl
band
Rose.
got replaced with Chester Bennington from. Oh wait, never mind. That's not a band anymore either.
I was about to say, dude, going back to audio slave for a second. Yeah, they did use it for Diva Search in 2005, if I'm correct. Did
Yes.
they use it as well for Ashley Massaro's theme for like a fortnight?
Yeah, 2 weeks, I guess. Yeah,
2 weeks, I guess. Yeah.
that's a fortnight, Oni.
Well, it was technically like before the fucking game. I cannot.
What the
literally
fuck
go
was
through-
Scott Weiland's other band that was hype? I can't remember the.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They
so
still
Stone
apparently
Temple
play
Pilots has a
shows.
new lead singer too, and I think he should run for the hills.
Made me sad my coworkers didn't know what a
Run for his life.
He should run for his fucking life. Oh, good lord. I'm actually seeing Iron Maiden later this year, so I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, right. You saw that.
Tell me to shut up when my singing sucked.
But yeah, so if somebody asked me to be the lead singer of Stone Temple Pilots, I would just no, not at all. I enjoy living. They don't have a good track record with living singers.
Okay, wait a minute.
It always ends horribly. It's like the drummer for Spinal Tap, except way sadder.
Okay. Legendary band Motorhead.
Well, yeah, no one's gonna deny that.
Yeah, nobody fucking denying Motorhead
I don't know
shit.
any songs they do.
Ace of
Are you
Spades.
serious? Ace of Spades.
I feel like that's not
Agreed.
Brandon's motif, though. I feel like he's not a classic rock, heavy metal, really.
I am
type
not
of
a
guy.
classic rock at all. I'm an
So I can
alt rock.
understand you not knowing Motorhead.
That thing is, I was introduced to Motorhead again by wrestling, but by one of the best songs I've ever heard in my fucking
You
life.
have not. You don't even
At
fucking.
the time.
Don't just don't say. Just say it's a Motorhead song. It's not even close.
Hey,
Um,
Motorhead, yeah.
So just a quick thing about Motorhead. Motorhead was a three-piece front from the UK, with this guy Lemmy Kilmister, who has the greatest fake name ever. He was a gravel-voiced motherfucker who played bass fast and loud and distorted, and they were really, I think, like one of the first thrash metal bands.
Yeah.
Because they were so fucking ahead of their time. But the funny thing is, every song is so heavily like jazz and blues based, like it's scary. But also, Lemmy is actually a good singer when he's not doing that, because like doing his like that whole thing.
Yeah.
Because there's a version of the song "Stand By Me" out there in the world, sung by Lemmy. It's fucking awesome.
I did not
And now
know that.
somebody's gonna look it up on YouTube.
It's weird hearing Lemmy sing "When the Night Has Come." Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because
Oh,
every time
he
I think of
doesn't
it's like,
sound like that.
no. It's still weird to think Lemmy could just sing normal.
It's not it's not normal. It's kind of like the way he sang on "God Was Never on Your Side," but like it was still dope.
Doom, you like with pride. I gotta know. Tell me, what is your guilty pleasure song? Like, you know it's terrible, but you love it anyway.
I sent it to you.
Which one is it again?
"Low Life" by Poppy.
Oh,
In fact,
Oh,
Poppy
Poppy
in general, I would say, is like a huge guilt.
Poppy is
Oh,
kind of great.
Fuck.
Poppy's kind of great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Poppy is
that
like
hurt,
the
that's right. That's
Poppy's like the dumbest deep lore internet shit, but also every song is an earworm.
Okay,
You
alright.
hate it, but you remember it. And Low Life is like the most It's produced by Diplo, which is probably why I like its weird, infectious, like Rasta vibe to it. And she is a good singer. I've heard her do live cuts before. She is talented, but it's just like all her music is so fucking weird and like it's almost like creepy weird, but like maybe in like a Mr. Bungle sense of the way it's creepy weird. Like
I think Doom, my one horrible song that I like and I can't get out of my head is that goddamn stupid That's What Makes You Beautiful by fucking One Direction. I can't get a song out of my head.
that song is low key pretty good. I gotta take a
I can't
picture.
get that song out of my fucking head, and it's driving me nuts.
Okay, alright. Like your dance and going to it. But I have to do like a split because it's like you have to have a choice. Metallica, but what do you choose? Early Metallica or later Metallica?
Well, this is a controversial opinion, but my favorite album is St. Anger, so probably.
I'd say early Metallica for me.
Most people would say that.
Yeah, most people with brain would say early Metallica. Dude, fuck you!
I don't listen to Metallica. I don't listen to hardcore.
So you probably don't even like AC/DC.
No,
Fuck you, sad man.
it's not my kind of music. I'm more of a first album Owl City kind of guy.
Well, you probably listen to like
Yeah.
Yes, because Britney Spears and Owl City are the exact same thing.
I gotta do anything.
They're like,
Alright, I'm back. Also, I need to explain who Superhuman is.
Oh my god.
wait a minute, dude, before you do. Early Metallica or later Metallica?
S&M Metallica. Their best album.
Oh. Is that the one that had, no, I don't even think it had Enter Sandman.
That's nope. It does have Enter Sandman. S&M is the live album with the San Francisco Philharmonics. It's Metallica's best album, bar none.
Guys, left or right?
Right.
Okay. So, Superhuman.
I like Metallica. So, but Superhuman is a gem of the internet.
Be right back.
No nice way I can say this. So Zero, I'm going to say some things, and I just want you to understand that I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just telling it like it is.
Use your nice words.
Okay, so Superhuman, Superhumman, is what I can describe as a YouTube stuntman who I am 1,000% sure is special needs and is a huge fan of the Insane Clown Posse and the WWE. All of these colors and patinas make sense now. But he does videos. For example, I'm watching one right now that is on Twitter.
He actually has a decent following. He has like something like...
He was also on Tosh.
Oh. He was?
Yes.
Oh. Well, now I don't want to book him anymore.
No, you do need to book him because I would like... I think Daniel Tosh is... So I would love to ask those questions. But I don't know. I want to get into that app. For example, he does these things like flying elbow drop onto microwave, WWE CM Punk style. And the funny thing is, it's always on his back porch. Every video is on his back porch. And it's dilapidated and green, and clearly this guy lives somewhere in like a me and Zero realm of the world where he sees snow for a portion of the year. Because there's a lot of deck rot and just malcare of this yard. And he starts off, everybody's like, this is Superhuman, whatever, this is for the juggalos and juggalos out there. And then he takes his shirt off and screams, fuck this shit! And then just dives on whatever the fuck it is. Like, he does a front flip into barbed wire.
That one hurt. Like, I felt that.
Dude, the brick one is the one that just makes me shit.
As someone who had to break a brick for
like the one where he does a front flip onto a bunch of cut Coca-Cola cans.
Oh my god, that one fucked me up.
He is the toughest motherfucker I think that exists on YouTube.
Doom, I'm sad because my song's done, but I don't think you'd like it because you don't like J-pop, and it makes me sad.
I never said I don't like J-pop.
Oh,
I played you
the
that song earlier,
done?
and you were like, "Oh, I hate this shit."
No, the one that you showed me that one time, you said it's like this.
Hey, Tara, you just missed it. We were talking about Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy's fucking rad, dude.
Poppy is rad.
Low Life is it's a great fucking tune. I don't care. I am completely okay, and I have no fucking qualms with driving down the road in the middle of the fucking summer, like jamming that with my windows down on a nice summer day. Poppy's rad. Poppy gets the official Doom
Tara
TV
was the one who introduced
Plus.
me to Poppy.
Good job then, Tara.
And I was like, what is this shit? And it's like, the other thing too is like, there's some videos Poppy has done that I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? And then you hear her music and it's like, this is not the same person.
Yeah, she's like weird internet, just the song Poppy in general is a really weird song. But it's super cool.
Well, then again, this is me coming from the guy that listened to Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style was good the first time you hear it.
You're making it sound like that was something no one ever listened to.
Yeah, but internet is somewhat...
What? Like, the only... Like, Gangnam Style...
No. One day, I was just... I'm on business, right? I'm on YouTube, and I was just like, what is this? And then I'm hearing this, Friday, gotta get down on...
Okay, Oni.
All
These are
music in with
Oni.
Rebecca Black.
Like, this is not news. Oh god, my chat got spammed. God damn it.
You kind of forgot the Poppy part before that. She's your internet girl. I don't know why she's good. Like, I hate liking her. But I can't help it. Like, her music is so... I feel like Pelswick in that one fucking episode where he's listening to music and he hates the fact that he likes it, and then he just finds out that it's his favorite band from like the 60s just redoing all this pop music.
That's funny.
Man, Pelswick references, that's...
Yo, I loved Pelswick, dude. Pelswick is a sad story with a really okay ending.
I wish they never told you how Pelswick ended up in that chair. And that drives me nuts.
Well, you know what happened with the creator, right?
Well, yeah, I know, but they never say in the show. And that drives me nuts.
The fact that guy was like 99% completely crippled throughout his whole body and still drew a show with characters that were still likable. Fuck yeah, that guy knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
It's sad that show didn't last very long. It only got like 1 season or something.
I know, but it was really fucking good. Still, like, underrated classic.
Oh, it was really good. Oh, I know, actually 2 seasons. I didn't know that. 2 seasons. Okay, 2 seasons.
I mean, wasn't the creator's death the reason why the show got, cut short? Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know if this is true or not, but in my brain, I always feel like I remember people saying he was hard to work with.
I think you might be confusing him with the guy who made Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, no, the guy made
he's an asshole, but I can't hate him because, Ren and Stimpy's a major part of my childhood.
Okay. Well, you could probably hate him for the adult party show.
Yeah, I low-key kind of like the adult party show.
I thought people hated him for the pedophilia stuff.
That too.
I don't care. He made Ren and Stimpy. I'm not willing to look past that, but you made Ren and Stimpy. That's all I'm gonna remember you for.
This is the thing about separating the artist from the art. Like, a lot of people don't like. There's like a campaign to like boycott anything Kenshin related because the creator, was like I don't know if he
got caught with
had
child
porn. The thing is that.
Right,
so,
yeah, you separate the works from the person. But
the other thing is, because the big thing right now, those Kenshin movies are really popular. So I'm like, so you're going to boycott a movie that literally has nothing to do with him and has a bunch of other people's work in it.
It's like that Michael Jackson shit, dude.
I just said that, bro.
Yeah.
I think people don't think of that when you say separating the artist from the art. People don't think of that shit. They're like, oh yeah, well he's not involved in the movie, but I'm still not going to watch it because it's a Kenshin movie. It's like, come on.
He wasn't involved with the anime either, too. So.
He wasn't, but like, if you don't, and the thing with the Kenshin dude is, if you want to hurt him, don't buy the manga. That's how you hurt him. Don't buy the manga. He literally.
I stopped watching
money.
Kenshin because the fillers made me die inside.
You're talking about Roroni,
thanks for hosting
right?
the stream.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Blee.
That's what I figured. I don't know, man. Like, I don't like this whole cancel culture thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shit about the dude from House of Cards whose name is slipping me right now.
Kevin Spacey.
Frank Underwood.
No, the actual
Kevin
actor.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey's a great fucking actor. Like, people want to fucking drag his reputation through the mud. Yeah, he did.
Okay. I actually have a story of this because of.
Pause. I was making a point.
I'm making a point with this too.
Oni, don't interrupt him. Go ahead. Jim.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say this. Yes, he may have done some shit that is fucked up, and no, it's not forgivable. But you can't trash the guy's fucking works and like, yeah, dude, he did some fucked up shit, but he's still a great fucking actor.
Okay.
Like, he still has good shit that he did.
All right.
As far as like movie roles go, I'm willing to admit that the guy is a potential monster.
Oh yeah, the guy's a fucking scumbag. But
I wasn't there, so I take everything as like, yeah, sure, I guess so.
Okay, dude.
Doesn't
now
change my life. I'm still
Doom, now that
spaghetti.
you've made your point, Oni, go ahead and say what you're gonna say.
Since we're on the thing of Kevin Spacey, concerning the character's fictional background of where he lived.
I don't get it.
In what?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Frank Underwood in House of Cards?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't seen House of Cards, so I don't know.
It's the thing. The fictional character where he lived, the place is real, and there's a fucking gravestone at a cemetery in my city.
For Frank Underwood?
Yep.
That's pretty rad.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
I'm actually exposing where the fuck I live, so I really don't give a shit.
All the famous people are dead, buried here where I live. That's like where all the famous people die.
Yeah, but you have a fictional character. Gravestone. I'm like, we had literally wasted our tax money on that.
I'm sure you wasted none of your tax money on that. I'm sure that was paid for by the fucking producers or something. I guarantee your tax. First of all, your tax money doesn't go to gravestones, idiot.
Oni, do you pay taxes?
Well, technically, yes.
Oni, none of your taxes go towards burying people. Oni, is this another one of those situations like how you were mad at stop for something Funko Pop people did?
What?
Huh?
You literally thought
You're not making any damn sense right now. Are you?
on the last fucking stream you were talking about how you were mad about a Funko Popper, something you didn't get from GameStop, and you were going on a rant about fuck.
No.
Zero, back me up on this.
That was not a Funko Pop, you fucking
It doesn't matter. It was a collectible that you were complaining about GameStop not getting.
The fact that it's a Funko Pop, whether
It
or
was not a Funko Pop.
Oh my God, Oni, get past the actual
the
point.
fact that it may or may not be a.
I correct him 500 fucking times. He's drunk.
Oni, it was a
Guys,
collectible.
Fuck you, asshole.
Oni, let me rephrase this so that we can get to the fucking point. A collectible that you apparently didn't get for a year, and you were blaming GameStop for it.
Not a year.
It was a
You
while.
said it was a year.
It was not a year. I exaggerated. It was like, wait, it'll be a year before I fucking get it.
Okay, well you need to be
I'm
a
just a
little
little
more.
mad that you immediately went to calling me out saying that I was drunk. That's a little fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Again, I've been mad all day.
I mean, I've been enjoying some strawberry
Oni.
pop, but
I think Oni, like, take up meditation or something, man. Jesus.
I think we all need to calm down and pet the goddamn dog.
oh, I'm getting a kitten, by the way.
I
We're gonna call
can't
it,
pet the dog. I killed him.
I'm getting a kitten, and we're calling it Thorgoth.
Oh, I almost said Overwatch
I'd rather kiss
Undertale.
my wife.
You're not married yet. You still gotta pay for that wedding.
Just go to a safe space and pet and pretend that you're petting my dog.
Yeah, I'm calm now.
I am actually getting a kitten. Do you guys think you can teach a kitten sweet skateboarding moves?
You definitely can.
Maybe.
I want the
definitely
raddest kitten ever. Like I want to get little Yeezys for my kitten. and be
Okay,
like,
okay.
yo,
If
we're
you
laced
teach your
up.
kitten skateboarding, your kitten needs to be called Bam Majira.
No, Bam's a fuck Bam.
I know,
Damn it.
I know, I know. That's why I said that.
Like I love him and I loved Bam.
He's
God.
a bad skateboarder.
He's also an asshole.
He's really not that bad of a skateboarder. He is kind of an asshole to his fans though.
Yeah.
I just love how how as older as he got after Don Vito died, he inherited eye. Like he's got Don Vito eye right now. It's fucking
No,
shit.
are you
looks-
serious?
He looks
got-
pretty similar to his dad now.
Look it
He
out.
does, but he got fat and he inherited Don Vito's eye. He's got the eye of the Vito, dude.
Is he talking like Don Vito now?
I mean, probably when he's
I don't know.
fucked up on heroin or alcohol, probably.
To be honest though, it's kind of not a laughing matter because that kind of
Yeah.
happened right after Ryan Dunn passed.
Yeah, that was a bummer. It really was.
It sucked because he was a pretty likable guy.
Yeah, he was
Actually, yeah, I gotta-
probably the only most down to earth guy in the Jackass crew. Like if you're gonna hang out with anybody, like you hang out with Dunn. He's just gonna hang out at the bar and drink.
I mean, Dunn,
Oh.
freeball teabagged a giant ice cube or whatever, and like got stuck.
Got his nutsack stuck. Yeah.
Got stuck.
Is it weird to think that the only two people that have anything that came out of Jackass and like they're still okay is Knoxville and Steve-O?
I don't know how that's possible, but it is.
Right? Because like Steve-O, for starters, Steve-O is still staple gunning his nutsack to the side of his leg at live shows today.
Steve-O,
But he's been sober for like 13 years.
Steve-O I actually really respect. 'Cause of,
I know, right?
He doesn't have the Don Vito eye. I don't think.
Yes, Bam has the Don Vito eye.
He's got the eye of the Vito.
I've seen pictures.
Am I missing something?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll find
oh, look
it.
at the wrong picture.
Okay, type
Try to
in
say something for like 20 minutes.
real quick. Type in
is it,
Bam
Brandon?
Margera now and go to the second photo.
What's
Okay, type in Bam Margera, not Bam Margera 2019.
Just type in Bam Margera now and like look at some of these pictures. He's got the eye of the Vito, bro.
Second picture. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Brandon, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all right. I was trying to say this for you for a long time, but because I'm still on that fucking Hellswick Wikipedia page. That's how long far back I am. And I just never had a chance to pipe in. I wanted to say that it's implied through commentary that it was a car accident.
It was a car accident. God, this is the podcast all over again. You gotta be more assertive, dude. You just gotta fucking...
I try to talk, but I'm like, so anyway, it wasn't a Funko Pop!
That was really good.
I love all your guys like versions of Oni. It's great.
I hate every last one of you assholes.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
You're
like the Rich Evans of my screen.
What the hell? Okay.
But yeah, no, I agree with. I don't want to fucking say this wrong because I'm not sure who's actually in the chat because I haven't been looking. I don't want to like, because Nightman said that he has a lot of respect for Steve-O. I do too. Like, for the fact that what he had to go through to get sober, like, holy shit. That MTV documentary was so fucking sad. But he's still kind of sad to me, even though, like, he's making a living now, but he's still, like, doing the same old shit he used to do. Like, he's, like, if I were Steve-O, I would be going around...
But now he's not huffing fucking fumes and shit.
I'd be going... Yeah. Dude, he could be the best fucking motivational speaker. Can you picture that? I'd be like, yeah, man, like, I used to do a lot of nitrous oxide, and I knew it was bad, and here's how I fixed it. But to keep your attention, I'm gonna staple gun my nutsack to my foot. Oh!
Yeah, I had to agree. I mean, again, Knoxville and Steve-O, they're only ones to come out with Jackass. Stable?
I said that!
Yeah.
I know you
you're
said
right.
that, but I questioned it.
Like,
Well,
but like, look at Knoxville. He still has a career.
It's funny because
Knoxville's an actor, so.
the worst Knoxville ever got was on that recent movie he did. Apparently, like he did a stunt that was so bad he was out of commission for most of the rest of the movie. He had to direct scenes he wasn't in.
I'll give him respect because he's still doing the Jackass. He still does all his own stunts.
His doctor told him, of all the years you've done stunts, this was the worst one. He's like, really? This is the worst one? Not the golf cart?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or when Butterbean beat the shit out of him.
I have a great... I have a
Anyone
phenomenal Knoxville story, but I'm gonna let Nightman say his piece real quick.
Yeah, thank you. Anybody find it kind of creepy that Knoxville voiced Leonardo in one of those crappy Ninja Turtles movies?
But why was he good? Why was he good?
I guess he was good, but
He was fine.
it's in that movie though. It's kind of weird.
Those whole movies are...
Okay, the first one is meh. The second one is actually really fucking hilarious.
The second one is so fucking good. And it's got Sheamus from WWE in it. It's so weird.
And Corey Feldman's in it too, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's not. Corey Feldman was too busy making really shitty music and trying to look like Skrillex. Oh, so here's a quick Johnny Knoxville thing. So he went on like the Tonight Show or whatever, and he talks about when he got his when he went on Ancestry, like he got his heritage traced. He sits down with his doctor. He's like, well, Mr. Knoxville, I want you to be aware of something. Your family comes from Appalachia, and a lot of those people, they go up and live in the mountains, and then they don't come back down. He's like, yeah, I know what you're saying. And the doctor's like, well, I don't want this to come to any surprise to you, but it looks like there was a significant amount of inbreeding in your family tree. And Knoxville's like, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, Knoxville.
If that's a lie, that's a great fucking lie, because I believe that.
Fun fact, Johnny Knoxville was the inspiration of Travis' touchdown.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Also, Oni, why do you hate Skrillex?
It's just the music. I think I just hate dubstep in general.
I love that. I love that he went back to do another album with From First to Last.
Yeah.
And it's actually the new music is really fucking good. I'm like, holy
He's
shit.
a really good fucking producer. Like, he produced that what was it, 2 from First to Last albums he did?
Yeah, he produced them both, and then the new one, oh my god, the new one's actually really fucking good. I was kind of surprised, because First to Last was always kind of a joke between me and my friends who actually that type of music. We're like, they're like the one band that everybody was like ashamed to like say they liked, but their new shit is actually really fucking good. Like,
wow, we're so far away from when me and my friends had a hard time saying that we liked Creed. Fuck, dude. And now we've gone full circle.
That was bad. I'm sorry.
everybody does a great.
Arms wide open.
Everybody does a good Creed impression. The bad ones are the ones who are like who go to character be like, with arms wide open under the sunlight.
Welcome to this place. My music sucks a lot of shit.
Wow, we're like, I can't even tell how we're gone far down in this fucking thing. Holy shit! And I guess I'm still not close to being done. What the fuck?
Jesus, man. How long is this game?
Jesus, man.
Just as long as an RPG
Hey,
or
Scotty.
some shit.
Damn,
Jesus,
dude, you gotta take your rider down that old town road, man.
No. Stop.
I don't hate that song.
Stop it. Get some help.
Stop it. Get some
It's
help.
not bad.
It's time to stop.
Yo, that JonTron video with O.J. Simpson, by the way.
Oh my god. You are actually right, though, Kit. It is time for me to stop streaming because,
That's a good call.
It is.
So I might still be playing this next week. But there is one thing I just wanted to say before I ended the stream. There's a Chinese band I found on a whim once. I'm just trying to find them. They're in my music library here.
While he looks for that, go remember to follow the real OJ32 on Twitter.com.
Of course you would say that.
I'm not convinced that it's not a cry that he's admitting that he committed
So
murder.
the band is called this Chinese band that I found once is called Beyond, and they have a song that translates basically to "I'm mad" or "I'm angry" or something like that. It's a really hype like mid '90s like poppy metal song. Really good. Check it out. So the band is Beyond, and the song's either "I'm angry" or "I'm mad."
Oh my god, I know that fucking song!
It goes, whoa, hey! And there's
Yeah!
something in Chinese, I don't know.
Yeah, that song's actually fucking rad. I can't believe you know about it.
For a long time, I was like, if I ever make like my own like Tokusatsu Rider knockoff, I'm gonna make that the theme song. 'Cause that sounds
I
fucking
can see
badass.
that working.
Because I could see clips of like fucking around on a motorcycle with like bad like color filters on it look really badass with that song playing.
You just got all the lighting from like Into the Spider-Verse over one motorcycle.
Like the way I would compare it to is like not the song but the theming of how the Kamen Rider Kuga opening is, because it's very much like he just fucks around on a motorcycle for half of it and then fights a few guys. And then just think of that but surrounded in fire the entire time. I love that song, by the way. But anyways, guys, so let's see who is live right now.
New Legacy Inc.
Are they live?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, New Legacy Inc. Go for them.
Zero. I think you really should start watching New Legacy Inc.
I
because
follow them now.
they will make wrestling funny for you. And even the games they don't play, their commentary.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
I want to, but they have 1,000 viewers right now. So.
Come on.
But they're great.
But then there's people like our friend Unreal who has 2 viewers right now, who probably could.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's wait.
So-
Pause 2 seconds. I think we have another friend who is streaming right now.
I'm not streaming.
Isn't a Mr. One Roll streaming right now?
That's what I said.
He just said it.
Talking about.
Oh my god, I thought you called him something else. Did you call him Unreal?
Well, because that's his original username. One roll.
Oh, well, fuck, dude. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't read the deep lore of your fucking friends when I joined this.
Well, it's time to get caught
at
up.
least-
Anyways,
at
guys,
least
that's
you
gonna-
didn't mention.
that's gonna do it for the stream. See you over at One Roll's Twitch.
Yes.
See you next time on Cheat.